In today's video, we're going to be talking about how I was able to trade through my evaluation process while trading a funded account. This is going to be like episode 2 in the funded trader series. Episode 1 will be linked into this video description. We talked about, how I was able to go through the funding process for obtaining like a funded account. And this episode 2, today we're going to go into a deep dive on actionable steps on how you can effectively trade through your evaluation process to get funded. And I'm going to share a few mistakes I did here and there and how I was able to manage all through the evaluation phase. If you're new to the YouTube channel, make sure you're subscribed, turn on your notifications so that you'll be informed when we drop new episodes within the series, and make sure you like our content. And let's get down to the video. Firstly, most traders tend to trade proprietary trading accounts, and these accounts are usually ranging from about $3,000, $5,000, and so on and so forth. But majority of the traders out there, they trade trading accounts that are below $10,000, and these are accounts that are being traded for obvious reasons, right? But then there is a bigger opportunity and a much better leverage when you try and trade a bigger account. Bigger accounts is going to explode your profit and your exponential gains over time. There's a maximum of what you can do if you're trading like a 5k account, 3k, or even a 10k account. However, when you settle down to take a look at the upside, trading a bigger account will require you to pay higher fees, which could be difficult for most traders, or the fees could be something that will take them some time to put together. However, doing this is going to improve your trading game big time. Now, when you get a bigger account, you know that you're having more skin in the game. Why? Because this time around, probably you're depositing around $500 or $1,000 to purchase an account, and by default you want to slow down on how you want to trade this account or how you approach this account versus if you're trading a smaller account. Now, away from reasons why you should be trading a big account, which are obvious, and we've touched a few points here, the other thing I want to talk about now is the evaluation process or the evaluation phase for me, where I was trading my own proprietary account. Right now, the biggest reason why I was able to opt in for an evaluation account is because of the time limit that it's no longer there. Now, one of the major reasons why I opt in for an evaluation account versus going for other packages or other forms of accounts within while trading a proprietary account, where you get to probably go straight up to the live accounts or the one phase kind of challenge and so on, is because the evaluation account gives you a bigger account type, about 100k up to 200k for some people who want to go for 200k accounts. Now, one other major reason why I traded the evaluation account is this time around we don't have a timestamp of 30 days for you to be able to pass your phase 1 or your phase 2, unlike how it used to be before now. Last year, FTMO announced the no time limit for traders to trade through their evaluation process, and one of the major highlights was they noticed from the data that most traders tend to lose their trading accounts around phase 2, and to encourage traders, they had to take off the time limit, and hence the whole new standard within the prop trading space. Now, this was the major mover for me because I don't like to trade a prop account under pressure. Why? Because if you're under pressure, you want to take on trades that might not meet your criteria as much. You want to take on any trade at all that comes your way: high value trade, low value trade, average trade setups, and even trade setups that are so poor. Now, the reason are obvious. Why? Because you want to hit that that target within the time period, which is 30 days, and that's very small. Most traders, they want to either swing trade, day trade, and scalp. For scalpers, this could be enough time window, but for me, I day trade most of the time, and I want to trade more quality setups that will help me go through this process, and I need time. So that was like the major mover, and I opted in for the evaluation kind of accounts when there was no time limit. Now I'm going to share with you guys the account metrics. We're going to take a look at how the equity curve was, and also touch on the drawdowns, how the drawdowns was being managed all through this evaluation phase. However, we're going to do a dedicated video on the episode 3 where we're going to talk about how you can effectively manage your trades around drawdown and trade your way up from drawdown to break even, and even requesting for profit, right? One other thing I want to touch on is during the evaluation phase, I took about a month for the phase 1 to pass that challenge, and a month also for the phase 2, and the process was smooth and was a successful one. However, let's jump onto my screen, and we're going to take a look at the account metrics. So on my screen here, this is the account metrics for the evaluation process, and this is 97869. This was the maximum drawdown I had on the account, and for me, I had a threshold which is around 4%. If I should cross around 4%, I will have to tilt towards being super conservative to be able to recover these accounts back to break even. However, like I said earlier, we're going to have the episode 3 where we're going to talk on strategies and concepts that will help you be able to trade out of drawdown. So for this account, we took off, and after I started recovering this account from drawdown, we went back to around break even, and we stayed around this level for quite some time, and I was more keen to taking profitable setups, or high quality setups rather. Now high quality setups are those setups for me that are like having a very high chance of playing out. Of course, we're trading a financial market that is speculative and nothing is guaranteed, but from what I've been doing so far, I know what is my quality setups. So this was able to bump my trading account from around break even to about 5% profit, and after achieving this 5% profit, I had to stall around for a bit. This was a period where I didn't trade the account because I wanted to stick to trading high quality trades. Having lots of average trade setups or low quality trade setups is going to create lots of problem for me, and it's going to also add to lots of time that will be required to pass this challenge. One other thing that helped me here was because I have my trading goal and trading plan laid out. My trading goal and the reasons why I'm trading a large account, a huge account, has been identified and set. And one thing there also that helps me to stay put is when kind of zoning out or losing out from the goal or the set target, I fall back to this journal and read through the goal and what I've set for myself to achieve, and I'll come back a better person. All right, so during this time period, remember I said earlier that the evaluation phase this time around has no time limit. I keep reminding myself that it has no time limit. And also, one of the major highlights during this evaluation process was the testing phase, or sorry, the preparation phase I made mention in episode 1. I traded 100k accounts for quite some time to get used to seeing how I can handle floating profit and loss on bigger accounts, and also I was able to handle that for quite some time, and that helped me a lot. So after this process, the next trade I took had a floating loss of about 3%, about 2%, and finally I moved from 5% to hitting the 8% target that was the goal for this account, and I passed the phase 1. Of course, this sharp decline you're seeing here was when the accounts were reset back to 0 for me to carry on with my phase 2. Now over to the account metrics for the phase 2. On the phase 2, this is where it gets really dicey, right? The phase 2 is where most traders fail. If you check statistics and if you do your research online, most traders fail around phase 2. And also FTMO also gave this report that most traders fail their challenge our funding process around phase 2, and that was one of the major reasons, or one of the major highlights why we are having no limits on your trading evaluation process. Thanks to FTMO, and kudos to them for bringing this major update and creating a new industrial standard when it comes to prop trading. Now, within this process, this is when you're seeing the finish line and you're so eager to be done with it. You're so eager to hit your target and get funded, and this is where you might lose your trading account. So I had to also remind myself about this, and for the most part, the drawdown I had on this account was just about 0.7%. You can see the equity curve here. That's we had 99366. That was the most drawdown I got. I took high quality trade setups. It pushed me all the way up to about 3% target, and I stood around for a bit, and the next trade was able to hit target. And all of this happened within about 3 weeks, and this was the smoothest of all. The phase 1 was a bit challenging, however the phase 2 was much smooth and better, because I've already laid out the goals, the plans, and I always revisit my journal to keep me in check. So to sum this up, lessons learned here is you want to stick to taking high quality trade setups. You want to stick to taking high probability trade setups. You also want to have your goals set and laid out. Clearly define your why and answer that question. You're the only person who has the answer to that question. Why are you trading a bigger account? And trading a bigger account is something that is going to exponentially improve your gains and all of the hard work you've been putting into honing your trading skills, right? And one last thing I want to note here is also being able to be disciplined. You have enough time period this time around. You don't need to rush the process. Just take your time, do what you need to do, and get funded. So until next time, guys, that'll be all for now. Make sure you like our content, drop a comment. What's your key takeaway from the episode 2? What are the lessons learned? What is the major thing you are seeing as your major thing that you've learned? And also share with us what you're going through while trading currently. So until next time, keep it simple. See you guys on the next one. Cheers.